Everyone seems to be going green these days. From home gardens and solar panels to recyclable materials and energy reduction, huge efforts are being made to change and improve our lives by going green. This modern phenomenon is what inspired my group members and I to uncover how green our school is and what we can do to support the green movement. These are the factors that constitute a school as green. South is one of the many schools that has gone green. What are your thoughts about our cafeteria and our school's effort to be more green?
Well, we'd love to see it become more green. There was a time when it was more green than it is now. Recycling and some compostable, and we had different containers in there, and we had a group of students who were helping to monitor that for a while. What it meant though was that those students had to follow up with, because even though they had separate containers and things, and even though we educated students and informed them, kids would still throw stuff in whichever containers, and then some students had to be willing to put on the gloves and go in and sort stuff out. So so it takes some work, but it's what the world needs.
Do you think that our cafeteria is 100% green?
100% green. I think we're pretty close. We're moving in the right direction, but it would be nice if our silverware was biodegradable, and our cups that we use for the water. So yeah, the utensils and things are not. Also, all of the produce that we put down the garbage disposal would be nice if it could be used in compost.
It said on the 4J website, when it had a list of all the different things that it takes to be a green school, and then each school in 4J, which one of those have, like what they're classified as. And it said for South Junior High School that we had compostable plates.
Well,
that might
if we
be
do,
old
I don't know.
Which would be interesting because we don't have a place to compost it. 88.2% of the students we asked did not think our cafeteria was green. 94.5% of the students we asked said that if there were recycling bins and compost buckets next to every trash can, they would use them. And only 4.3% of students we asked said they would not be willing to help contribute towards making our cafeteria greener.
Talk about what things can we do to make the school more green, and how can kids be involved. Also, student government is a good place to work on that and talk about that. And then it has to kind of filter out from there, maybe to the classrooms. Maybe if there's a health class, they can talk about things like that in the health class. And then specifically, maybe student government could assign certain kids certain responsibilities.
So ideally, what would be nice to see happen would be to not only have a group of students and staff come together to make it happen. I'm going to use a little play on words here, but to make it happen on a more sustainable basis, so that when those students, when their enthusiasm or their leadership, or they graduated or whatever, went away, there were some others who were picking up the baton to keep that going. Really take a look at what we're doing here. Be leaders, be educating everybody. So that first step is, I guess, having both a vision and collecting a critical mass of students. The other way I interpret your question is which piece of green would we start in? And I think that would probably be up to that group. You know, whether you wanted to first make a goal of, hey, we're going to, you know, recycle, make sure that we're recycling at least 90% of our milk and juice cartons. And we're going to, you know, maybe there's some other recycling thing, and say, let's do that first, show some success, then we can expand, you know, from there.
Big change starts with small steps.